Beyond the Scoreboard, episode 6 with Eric.
And Blake.
This is episode 6. We are currently filming at 6:07 p.m. on the 9th of April, a day following the men's March Madness National Championship.
UConn! Yeah.
UConn.
I had UConn all the way.
Huge win.
That was a great game.
It was a very good game, but before we get into that game, we do got to backtrack again. We got to go back to the Final Four. And we gotta delve into those two games there.
Yep. Yep.
The first one, NC State and Purdue, the 63-50
So,
final.
I knew right off the bat, DJ Burns and Zach Edey was going to be a big matchup in that game. But, dude, Zach Edey's too big, dude. AP Player of the Year, second time. He's good. Look, NC State just did not hit their shots. Like, they were inconsistent that game. For once, they didn't look like what they were before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, a big thing. And according to the stats, or the statistics, their 3-point shooting was 40%.
Who, NC State?
No, Purdue's. NC State was 26.
Talk about the drop-off. Considering in the last two games that NC State played, they held their opposing team to a total of 6 to 7 threes in those two games separately, obviously.
They were 10 of 25 from the 3-point line. Purdue.
NC State?
Purdue.
Oh, Purdue.
Yeah.
10 threes, that's insane.
Hey, but you know what? Because they're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in college basketball. And, they just kept the pace going. It was close in the first half. It was a 6-point game. But Zach Edey and that team really opened it up in the second half. And I think DJ Burns, just too big of a... He's good, but he wasn't good enough against, 2-time Player of the Year, Zach Edey.
Yeah.
But overall, though, really good game. I wanted to see NC State. I thought that'd be a great time.
Yeah.
An 11 seed has never made it to the
National Championship game.
The National Championship game, yes.
Loyola Chicago, you remember them?
Yeah.
They made it to the Final Four, but they ultimately lost to Michigan.
Yeah. Same with VCU.
Yes. I think weren't they a 10?
I don't remember. I knew they were a double-digit seed. And they went pretty. It was I think 2011, I believe. VCU.
Yeah, it was 11.
Yeah. So that was a big. But hey, NC State, dude, they had a great run at it. It was really special to watch during March.
They just couldn't get it done. That's it. They really couldn't.
But going to the next game, what are your thoughts on the Alabama and UConn game?
Tell you what, it was a little bit surprising because I thought that Bama was going to take this because.
Wait, you thought they were going to take it? You thought they were going to take it?
I thought they were going to take the W there.
Really?
The difference between the two teams is I feel like Alabama, they're less of an interior offense style of a team.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we mentioned in the last episode, they live and die by the three.
Yeah. Then what? That heavy offense.
They had what? They had a lot of threes.
I'll look for you right now. Actually,
I think they had 14.
Let me check for you. So their 3-point percentage was 47.8.
No, they had 11, but then again, UConn had 10.
Alabama had 11 out of 23 3-pointers, and UConn had 10 of 25.
Yeah.
So, no, but back to what you're saying. Look, UConn, their spreadsheet, they have won every game by double digits. Last year and this year, they have been dominant. And on top of that, I think
they had an easy run, in my opinion.
What, that last year or this year?
This year.
Well, I will say though, I personally think the hardest opponent was Alabama. Because if you really look at that game, that was a close game. Down by 4, Alabama halftime, and then second half it was I felt it was still pretty close. You know, if you look 86-72, like they killed them, but that was because there was a minute, 2 minutes left, and the backups kept shooting shots. So, but it was a really close game. That's probably UConn's hardest game was Alabama. And wait, Nate Oates did an excellent job in Alabama. They're a football school, but hey, this may change things around for them in basketball.
Yes, that is. And again, going back to what I was saying before, Bama lives and dies by the three. UConn is more of an interior. Is more interior than exterior. Granted, they had 10 threes in that game, but I feel that they have a really good front court. Yeah.
Personally, their defense is outstanding. And on top of that, there's not just one good player. They have a team chemistry. And I know basketball's a team sport, but they really do show that spirit and that idea of a team and really coming together, because yes, it was only a season, but look at Duke in the 90s, Florida in the early 2000s when they won back-to-back titles. The key pieces of that team came back together, and unfortunately, UConn was different. 3 of their starters left, but they were able to keep some of those old guys, or those freshmen to sophomores and juniors to seniors, etc. But that UConn team was really to come together and really have that bond with those new freshmen coming in and transfers, and really, showing what it's like and having that team chemistry. And they really, really showed it with some key pieces missing from last year. And they were just able to build off of that with Dan Hurley. Great head coach. He's really submitting. Dude, now the question is, are they the new Blue Bloods? They got more trophies than Duke has now. Are they the new Blue Bloods? Cause look, let's be honest, Duke, dude. I mean, they look kind of iffy. I mean, Jared McCain. I mean, Kyle Filipowski and that new freshman, the number 1 recruit of this year, is going to Duke. Cooper Flagg. He's going to Duke. I mean, dude, they have an amazing year next year. But right this moment, though, dude, Kansas hasn't looked. I mean, Kansas. I mean, yeah, they won the title.
Kansas is Kansas.
They won 2 years ago with Bill Self. But Kentucky, their head coach just left for Arkansas.
I was going to talk about that.
Duke hasn't won in a while. Kentucky hasn't won in a while. I think UConn's the new Blue Blood. Back-to-back titles.
What do you...
They have won... They have ran March Madness. Because they're... they've been running March Madness the past 30 years. Look at the women. They went 11-1 in the past 30 years in March Madness. And the men's are 6-0 in national championships. There's very little schools that can go 6-0. And on top of that, went back-to-back. UConn's really submitting their legacy as a blue blood. And
now,
gonna be known.
I have a question.
What's up?
Can Hurley and the Huskies three-peat?
Can Hurley and the Huskies... Well, right now, I don't want to answer that question because...
No, I want you to answer it right now.
Well,
as of this moment...
It depends. Is, Killigan, the center, are those pieces going to be cut? Will he come back? I guess some of the graduates are going to be leaving.
Don't get technical with it.
Well, you have to look at that, though.
You do. That's true.
Right now,
everyone comes back.
Okay.
Everyone comes back. In this moment, do you think Hurley and the Huskies can repeat? Or three-peat?
Actually, yeah. I think they can do it.
I say no.
It's really...
yeah.
There's no way. It sounds crazy, but dude, it's gonna happen eventually. But, hey. I don't think they can do it, but hey, I'm gonna say they can. But they are losing some talent with graduates leaving. But dude, that team was so good. I watched that whole game, and And Dan Hurley's identity in that game was like, hey, let's hold them off with the 3-point shooting. Because like we said earlier, UConn's defense is pretty good. They're all around a good team. That team chemistry that they have so good. Purdue shot, I believe, like less than 10 threes that entire game and made like 1 or 2.
Yeah, they went 1 for 7.
Yeah.
They made 1 3 in that entire game.
That is amazing defense and amazing coaching job. Look, Dan Hurley knew, hey, look, Zach Edey's going to get the ball and score like 20 or 30 points on you a game. You can't help that. But what you can help is help protect the outside and just hope you don't get in foul trouble. Because when I was watching that game, both centers, Sampson and I believe his last name's Killigan, it's really hard to pronounce, but those two guys got in foul trouble a lot. Sampson got fouled out with I believe 4 or 5 minutes left. Killigan had 3 or 4 fouls. Dude, I'm telling you, if they got fouled out a little bit earlier in that game, Zach Edey, they could have definitely came back from that 13-point deficit or 16-point deficit. But I really appreciate the refs for really, keeping it a clean game. And there were some calls that could have been, but overall, I think it was a good refereeing. And on top of that, because you could have called a lot of fouls against Edey and Killigan. Like, let's be honest, they could have had them both out with the first 15 minutes of the game. But no, great job by Dan Hurley, and they have, and I believe he said, and I quote, they have ran the league in the past 30 years, and how they're probably one of the best teams of all time. And on top of all that, that team was so good. The money spread on them, it was crazy. Especially people that are gambling, dude, picking UConn. All you're doing is sit back, relaxing, and your credit, your money's gonna go up. But overall, they were a great team. They were overall fundamentally sound, right with know what to do in situations. They just had that great team chemistry in 1 year. Really outstanding job.
I agree. Hurley, he's been lights out. I mean,
he has been.
With his plays, the style of their game, the way they are in the interior, and the team chemistry you were talking about. I just don't know if they can three-peat.
I don't think they can. But hey, when we look back, a year before, did we say they're gonna two-peat? No, they're not gonna do it. Well, they did. Now, who knows? But speaking about Blue Bloods, John Calipari's gone out of UConn. Kentucky.
I was just gonna ask you that. What do you think about him leaving?
Wow, and that is pretty big. He's been there for a really long time, and he is a great. I mean, he's really good, but in the past 4 years, dude, they have not been good. They've been losing in the first round, second round of March Madness. With him going to Arkansas, and then the Arkansas head coach went to USC where Bronny goes. Speaking of Bronny, he declared for the NBA draft, but still open to college.
Also entering the transfer portal to retain his eligibility. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't know why he declared. He averaged 9 points a game, and he was on the bench. But
dude, it's LeBron. It's LeBron James' son.
Now, I have another question to ask you.
What?
How do you think Calipari's going to do at Arkansas?
Well, he's going to definitely pick up some of his transfer students. Speaking of his transfer student, his freshman guard, I believe, just declared for the NBA draft. But I think some will transfer, definitely.
I mean, what do you think he's going to do for the team?
I think they're going to definitely establish a big man game over there. Definitely get some 3-point shooters there. And I think he's going to definitely evolve that team. I don't think, they're going to be, a number 1, 2, 3, or 4 seed. I can see them being like a 5 or a 6 seed. I can see them having a winning season, but I don't think anything special his first year. No, I don't see anything special. Fair.
He in a press conference right before he, like, obviously when he got when the news came out, he said that Kentucky, they needed another voice.
Yeah.
To listen to. That's what he said. Another voice.
You can appreciate that because, he's been the head of the voice for a long time, and at least he's acknowledging, like, hey, I'm getting older. I may not have the same ideas anymore, so we need a new voice to come in here. Whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, I respect his decision, but, UConn haven't done that well in the past couple of years.
Now,
also
again, one more question, right, before we discuss a little bit further in depth about the national championship game.
Yep.
How do you think Kentucky's going to do?
Kentucky? Well, it depends who they get as head coach, but I don't think they're going to do good either. I think it's going to be a big stalemate between both teams. Right now they don't have a head coach, whether it be the Baylor head coach, UConn head coach, but UConn head coach, he does not want to do it. I think he wants to stay there. Other coaches involved, but right now I don't see both of them. I don't see them doing that much. Because all the commits John Calipari brought in are going to most likely transfer to Arkansas with him. So who knows? Right now it looks like a stalemate to me. I mean, that just happened less than 24 hours ago. So let's,
Yes.
So it's very. I can't really tell right now on how they will do, but I think it'll be a stalemate between. I mean, definitely winnable seasons, but nothing, too big.
Now, we have to talk about both national championship games.
Yeah.
Let's just get the Purdue-UConn game out of the way. UConn with a dominant win. Back-to-back national championships, 75-60. Held Purdue to 1-3 in the entire game.
They knew, like I said earlier, their idea was just not collapsing on defense, double-teaming Zach Edey whenever they need to, cover that 3, and Zach Edey had like 30 or 40 points or something. But hey, Dan Hurley even said, you gotta allow it. You can't stop him. As long as we can contain that 3-pointer, we'll be fine. And that's what they did. They stuck with it, and they won. That was their idea. That was the ideology. That was their whole idea going into this game.
They looked
stopping the 3. They looked really, and the Spencer, the transfer from Rutgers, really had a big impact on that game. He got that team going.
He did. Now, the other national championship game. Iowa and South Carolina.
Dude, I had Iowa.
Everyone had Iowa. Look, Caitlin Clark is good, but not that good. She went 10 for 28 in that game.
Let me ask you a question. So, the USC, not USC, the South Carolina head coach.
Dawn Staley.
Yes, thank you.
What about her?
She said, pre-game, before the game, that Caitlin Clark would be the GOAT if she won. However, she said something different during the ceremony when South Carolina won. And that was Caitlin Clark changed the game and that she is one of the GOATs. So whether she meant the GOAT or one of the GOAT, and you can interpret however you want, personally, she changed the game. And to back up my argument, there was 18.4 million viewers with that South Carolina and Iowa game, and there was 14.4 million for the UConn game. Roughly a 4 million viewership difference. That's insane. Personally, Caitlin Clark has changed women's basketball. Not only for high school, but for college basketball, for women's and WNBA. And this draft is insane. Cameron Brink, Camila Cardoso, Caitlin Clark, all these really phenomenal women that play basketball, and is going to really change the game. So I do think that she is the GOAT.
What did you think of that game?
The game?
Yeah, the game itself.
Iowa got a hot start.
That first half was insane, but something happened in that second half. South Carolina woke up.
They did. And
they unleashed the beast. 38-0 season for South Carolina. Huge.
Yeah. Hey, but congrats to them. They are the 10th team to win.
To do that.
Undefeated, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but great. That's such a good team, dude. You can't. They're like UConn, dude. They're fundamentally sound. They have pieces everywhere. If one's not doing good, the other four got them. Hey. I give them credit, but dude, I felt so I really felt bad for Caitlin Clark. Back-to-back losses in the Natty. A Big Ten, I believe a Big Ten team has never won the national championship since early 2000 Michigan State.
You're not wrong. Has some technical difficulties again.
Yeah.
It's the second straight time. Everything good?
No. Like I was saying, Caitlin Clark did change the game for women's basketball, and she will continue to change the game. And that's like I was saying, congrats to South Carolina, but that was a big day for women's basketball around the world.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and just say that she'll be the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying that she won't be. I'm saying that she could have. I don't want anyone to hate me. I'm not saying that she could have played better. She did have about half the team's points. Shooting 10 for 28 in a national championship game, though.
I will admit though, she did not play well against UConn. She only had 6 points in the first half, and I think 14 points in the second half.
Against South Carolina, she had 18 in the first quarter. She finished with only 30. Something happened.
Hey. All we know that she definitely tried hard. She definitely wanted to win.
No, but she gave it her all, but it wasn't enough. That's what I'm trying to point out. Yeah. But it was a good win. I had South Carolina. There was no way that the script was going to let them lose the final game of the season. They needed it. I mean, undefeated season. You know how hard that is.
Yeah.
That's really hard to do. But
it is.
That's enough of that. What's the next topic?
So, I want to give a quick second about hockey. I want to do hockey for a quick second.
Okay.
It gets about the playoffs. The playoff bracket. So, this was made on the 8th. So right now, it would be in the first round, the Bruins versus the Lightning. And the only thing I know about the Lightning is that they were very good. A few years ago, they went back to back. Yeah. My grandma's a huge Lightning fan, so I go with them all the time. Then we have the Panthers and the Maple Leafs. The Panthers made a run to the World Cup, I believe, and they lost the Stanley Cup.
Sorry.
No, thank you. And the Stanley Cup, and they played the Avalanche, I believe it's called.
Vegas Golden Knights. Last year, you mean?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, Vegas Golden Knights.
Yes. Thank you.
And they got 4-0. They got swept.
Yeah.
They did all of that to get swept in the Stanley Cup.
The next one we have are the Rangers and Red Wings. Rangers are doing very well this year. They did well last year as well. We have Hurricanes versus the New York Islanders. And this is what?
I wish the Devils were in.
Yeah, well, this is the Eastern Conference side of it, and this is only if the playoffs started on April 8th. As for the Western Conference, the Stars would play the Golden Knights. The Avalanche would play the Jets. Not the New York Jets. They don't make the playoffs, but the hockey team. And then Oilers and Kings. And we have what?
Wait, they're playing each other?
Oilers versus Kings, yeah.
Okay.
Then I don't know how you pronounce this. Canucks? Canucks? I don't know, how do you pronounce
Canucks?
Canucks, I guess. And the Predators. Some, interesting teams. Don't know much about it, but I know...
I don't either. I like the Devils, the Rangers, and Islanders, that's it.
I like the Rangers. I'm a New York guy, so I'm gonna like New York teams. But I'll go with the Rangers, not because they're number one right now or whatever.
Since you wanted to talk about hockey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win it all?
I really don't know. I don't watch that much hockey. I'll go say the Rangers. I mean,
give me Boston. No, I'm kidding.
Give me Boston. Boston.
They choked in the first round last year to the Panthers,
and they had the most amount of wins. Boston.
It's gonna be really tough. I see the Panthers going through, but
yeah.
I also see the Rangers. I'm gonna say Rangers for now because I don't know. To be honest with you, dude. As soon as you said you wanted to talk about hockey, you kind of lost me.
Hey, playoffs are coming up, dude. Who doesn't love playoffs? Who doesn't love playoffs? I love playoffs, no matter what sport it is.
Playoffs? Are you kidding me?
It gets me entertained, and also, what I don't like though, and what I love actually, is that hockey and basketball go on at the same time for playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't mind. Speaking of basketball, the play-in tournament starts on the 16th to the 19th. Today's April.
I know that the Hawks are 9th. They're like
today's April 9th. Yes. So let me get up the list of who is in and out from the most recent. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So, where is it? Here we go. So this was 1 day ago. This is by the NBA website. So as for the Western Conference, remember the number 1 seed yet hasn't been locked or anything yet. But as of right now, the Timberwolves, and this was 1 day ago, has clearly changed by the time this episode comes out.
T-Wolves and Nuggets are tied.
Yeah.
Right now. And then
OKC, those are the 3 teams that have clinched playoffs so far. In the West, then the 4th seed are the Clippers, 5th are the Mavericks, and the 6th are the Phoenix Suns. And the playoffs and the play-in have basically already been matched up. It just depends on who gets what seed, because Houston Rockets at 11, all the way down to San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs at 15, are automatically out, so there's no possible way 1 through 10 can not make it into the playoffs.
Can interchange.
Yeah, 4 through 10 can still change, correct. It now just depends on
4 games left.
It just depends on who clinches what seed now.
There are 4 games left.
Thank you. And I believe tonight's like a big day. And now, as for the East, the Celtics are 1.
Chicago and LA have already clinched play-in. Just gonna...
Chicago, who?
Chicago and Atlanta have already secured and clinched the play-in tournament. They've clinched that.
Yeah. So we already know right off the bat. So as for the East, Boston at 1, Milwaukee at 2, but Milwaukee's on a 3-game losing streak.
They're 3-7 in their last 10.
Yeah.
They're looking rough. And that actually brings it in. Obviously, they've clinched the playoffs and everything.
Yeah, they clinched it. It just depends on what seed.
The thing is, though, again, with 4 games left in the season, right? For most teams, Orlando's a game behind.
Same with the Knicks.
And then the Cavs are
2 games.
A game and a half. No, a game.
A game and a half.
But
they can drop to like the 5th seed.
They can drop potentially if it goes way wrong. Playing.
Yeah, they can drop. The Milwaukee Bucks can drop to the 8th seed. For all we know. But hey, Jimmy Buckets.
Actually, no, they cannot. That's my mistake.
Oh, they cannot.
They cannot. Since they clinched playoffs, that doesn't mean they clinched play-in, that just means that they've clinched the playoffs like 100%. So they can range anywhere from to stay where they are or go to 6.
Well, let me talk about the seeds. So Boston, Milwaukee are 1. Boston 1, Milwaukee
Boston
2.
Is so good.
Orlando's 3. Knicks are 4th. Cavaliers are 5. Indiana Pacers are 6. Sixers are 7th. Chicago. Miami's 8. Mm-hmm. And then, as you said earlier, Chicago and Atlanta are both met in the play-in. As for Brooklyn, all the way down to the Detroit Pistons, they're already out. Same with Raptors, Hornets, Washington. So, Knicks, dude, the Knicks are... Julius Randle's out for the season, dude. The Knicks just cannot catch a break. They have such a good team, and they just...
The thing is, we could have a rematch of last year's first round.
Yeah, the 4th and the 5th seed. Yeah.
The Knicks will play the Cavs again. Only thing is, I just don't know if they can beat the Cavs. Granted, they beat them in 5 last year, but...
Dude, I can't put the Knicks on... It's such a good team.
It's rough. It's hard to tell. I don't know.
Dude,
Boston's going to just destroy because, Boston.
Yeah. It's Boston.
They're not winning the NBA Finals, though. They're going to find a way to choke it.
Yeah. Dude, Jason
honest.
Tatum has not done anything. Like, he's a great player, but what awards does he have?
He's been
no MVPs. Good. He's really good, but it's just that, he has no awards to show off his, skill.
No, he's been pretty mid this year.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Boston versus the Nuggets. That'd be a great championship game. Yeah.
I want to see Orlando, bro.
I want to see OKC, actually.
I like Ben Caro, so...
I hope the Knicks can get the 3 seed. I hope. They play Chicago tonight.
That is true. Who does Orlando play tonight?
Orlando, let me look that up for you.
You will look it up, actually.
So today we have a couple...
That if they lose...
Wait, Eric, who?
They play the Rockets.
Yes.
They play the Rockets.
Yep.
If they lose, Knicks win, they'll bump up to the 6th. Or, I'm sorry, not the 6th. The 3rd seed.
Yeah.
And I think if they win, they clinch. Playoffs, I believe. Or at least the play-in. Obviously. But...
the NBA draft. The playoffs start today and one of my papers are due for school. So, it's always nice to know. But basketball's coming to not close, but to the regular season.
Western Conference looks very interesting, by the way. I will say this.
The West?
Yeah. With the T-Wolves and Nuggets tied for first, and then OKC a game behind them, it's interesting. They're only a game behind.
The West is gonna come down to the final game. Because the 4th to the 10th seed is all still up for grabs. Actually, Golden State can't get the 4th seed. But, but they can probably get, no, they're gonna definitely get a play-in. Because they're right now, 4 games behind, Phoenix. But no, I mean, we will just have to wait and see what goes on.
We have a Milwaukee Celtics game tonight.
Well, that's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be on TNT. It's gonna be a nationally televised game. Look, the Bucks need to get their shit together. Plain and simple.
Yeah, they do. Doc Rivers has not been doing. They did good. Right before the All-Star break, they went
right
9-1.
No,
right after
the opposite. They had like an 8 or 9 game win streak after the All-Star break, and then it just went downhill. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
But we'll see. We'll see.
We will see. Moving on to the next topic, baseball. Who doesn't love some baseball? I love baseball. Dude, I have gotten into baseball so much. My professor, dude, he's been awesome with baseball. With how he teaches it, dude, it's a great time. We went outside 2 times already. Once for the lunar eclipse, we played some wiffle ball. And a few weeks ago, we played some wiffle ball. Dude, I was hitting it like Aaron Judge. No, I'm not kidding, dude. I was launching that thing.
I find that funny.
Like, you gotta get, like, you gotta, like, look at the bat, gotta look at the picture, gotta get eye contact with him, then you gotta...
Wiffle ball, you said?
Yeah. And you just gotta, warm up your hands, look at him.
It's not on a training stick?
So then you just gotta, look at it, and you just gotta, go with your hips and your legs, move with your feet, it's all about physics and how your body moves with the velocity. So you guys gotta swing with power. And dude, I was launching that bad boy,
What,
those underhands?
You were taking the pitcher yard?
Those underhands, I mean, fastballs down the middle. Dude, it was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I was doing pretty good.
Tell you what, the Yanks look good right now, man.
Dude, so my professor, he wants us to show highlights for, like, what your teams are. So right off the bat, I'm a Yankees fan, but for class, we have to have a specialized team. Do we have to look at in terms of how they look, front office wise, team wise, chemistry wise.
Yeah, no, we've been management. You are looking at the Angels.
Yeah, and the Angels are doing their thing right now. I mean, they have a winning season. They're 6-4, which I'm pretty bummed about because I have them losing terribly this season. But hey, I got like an A on the paper. I got an A on my paper. I got an A on my paper
left or something.
Yeah. No, there's a total of 163 games left. But hey, dude, I'm getting into baseball, video games, MLB The Show. I'm getting into, baseball cards. I'm getting into all these things of baseball. Dude, I'm loving baseball. I'm loving it. Like, I will always put on the Yankees. I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, geez, what do I want to watch with my cereal? What do I want to watch while I'm eating my Honey Nut Cheerios? I'm like, you know what? Let me put on some New York Yankees with Volpe, Soto, Judge, Carlos Santos, Giancarlo. I don't know how to say his first name, but Santos, dude, that team's awesome. And they are 9-2. But hey, like you said, there's 163 games in total. Stuff can happen. But dude, Volpe for the Yankees have been looking amazing.
Yeah, he's got the best percentage right now.
Yeah, his the best WAR. It's called WAR.
No, batting average.
Oh, he has. Oh, really? What's his batting average?
It's like 417, 418.
Really?
I believe.
Oh, here we go. Got it. So, do you know what WAR stands for, Eric? Eric, do you know what WAR means?
No.
Alright, well, here's a little backstory. Shohei Ohtani on the Angels had a 10.0 WAR percentage. And that means wins above replacement. Meaning, Shohei Ohtani gets at least 10 wins for that team alone. based off of WAR. Right now, Volpe, the person I was mentioning to you, he has currently a 1.2 WAR percentage. And I know the season just started, I know. But 1.2 for the start of the season is very good for him. And that number will only get higher. And in first place, Mookie Betts with 1.6 WAR. Dude, he has 5 home runs already this season. He's crazy. But dude, that Yankee team's looking really nice.
Yeah, he's currently got a 417, which is first
batting average
or on base batting average in the league right now.
So far, yeah.
One in the league, yes, so far.
No, but it's so fascinating on how a team can come together. And, this is a big year for Aaron Boone if he's going to get fired or not. So
he's not getting fired.
Why is that?
He hasn't had a losing season. Now, granted, that's not really a thing to keep you from getting fired, but he's backed it up. He's won some series. He's had a lot of experience. I don't think he's getting fired, at least this season. Unless they just don't win a game anymore. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I hear that. But
I think that New York, I feel like the front office would solve that problem as soon as they can, if that were to happen.
Yeah. Well, right now, there's a lot of controversy going on with pitchers and this clock management.
I don't like it. They made this rule last season.
Because of some pitchers are complaining that they're getting so tired with how fast they have to pitch the ball. And it's causing people to get hits, on-base percentages, and slugging percentages in WAR. So I definitely think it's a big difference, and you're going to probably definitely see a spike probably in people hitting the ball with contact a lot more. A lot of fly balls.
When they made this rule last season, I didn't like it to begin with, and
I liked it a little bit. My professor hates it, but
now again, there's pros and cons to it. Obviously, the pros are games end quicker.
Speaking of that, the Yankees yesterday against the Marlins, it was a 2-hour, 1-minute game. And that game was the fastest game at Yankee Stadium since 1991, I want to say.
Marlins, but yes, you're right.
Marlins, thank you, yeah. So it's pretty impressive.
There's the Marlins and then there's the Mariners.
Yeah.
They're on literally the complete opposite sides of each other. One's down here, the other's up here.
Yeah.
Marliners. Put them together. But regardless, I mean, the Marlins haven't looked, so far they have not looked good.
They're 1-10.
Yes, they are 1-10. And I don't think that they can do that well.
You never know, there's 163 games in a season.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is,
all you gotta do is get hot at the right time.
What about the Mets? What are they doing right now?
They're 4-6.
Good. We like that. They play the Braves. Yeah, they're done.
Dude, no, they've been so bad, dude. I mean, they had a couple of games, but dude, they did not have a good opening start. Are you a Mets fan?
No, God no. I'm a Yankees fan. No one likes it. No one likes the Mets except for Mets fans.
My professor's a Mets fan.
Well, then, ew. Just plain and simple.
Yeah, no. I keep telling him that they suck. He accepts it.
Now, I want to approach another topic.
What's up?
Let's transition back into football a little bit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I currently have, on this screen right here, mock draft. And as we know, the draft is 2 weeks away. Or 2.5 weeks away, to be exact. Now, Adam Rank, he's the NFL writer, NFL.com writer.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a full round 1 mock draft.
Want to share your screen?
What's that?
Could you share your screen?
No.
So we can see it? Okay.
I will read it off. You can take a look at this as well.
Okay.
But obviously, Adam Rank, he's described, he's put out a little description for each pick on why it should be made.
Can I guess the picks?
Sure, go for it. With the first pick in the NFL draft, who do the Chicago Bears select?
J.J. McCarthy.
Absolutely not.
Caleb Williams.
Yes. This, according to rank, is a no-brainer.
Number 2, Drake May.
No. Hold on. Before we continue, hold on. He writes, this is from Rank himself, I swear, if you got rid of Justin Fields for a smaller Justin Fields, a.k.a. Jaden Daniels, I'm out. I'll start a Rams podcast. I'm dead serious. End quotes. That's exactly what he said, word for word. I mean, he also says, I don't care about the color of his phone.
What? Who do the Giants get? Malik?
Hold on, we gotta go in order. Number 2. With the second pick in the NFL draft, the Washington Commanders select who? Like, it's not Drake May. Jaden Daniels.
Number 3.
Take a guess. With the Patriots, who do they pick? Who do you think?
Drake May.
No.
They trade?
Not in this mock draft. Nope. Not even.
Do they trade down?
Nope.
Marvin Harrison?
Yes.
Number
That's
4?
what he has. Number 4 is a Cardinals pick.
They swap with Vikings.
That's not this mock draft.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
They get...
I'll give you a hint. It's another wide receiver.
No, not Malik Neighbors.
Yeah. I just read the Giants pick. But
no.
That's pick 6.
No.
Pick 5. Pick 5. The Chargers.
Joe Alt?
No.
Oleo Fashua?
No. This kid he's an offensive tackle, but he's from Oregon State.
Oh, I don't know that guy's name. I know who it is though. Yeah.
Talisi Fuaga. That's his name.
Oh yeah, Fuaga.
Yeah, yeah, like you knew that. Get out of
here. Yeah, I know, but now, me and him are like that.
Pick, who do the Giants select? Blake, who do you think?
Don't tell me J.J. McCarthy.
No.
Oh, okay. Oof. No. Not Joel. Okay.
The Titans.
That's the stupidest thing. Oh, I don't care anymore.
No, we got to go through every pick in the first round. Come on. Yes, pick 7. The Titans. Who do you think?
I don't know.
Just go with your guesses. Just go with a guess.
Olea Fashua.
Yeah. It's Olumiyiwa Fashanu, but yes. Pick 8. Who do the Falcons pick?
Dude, you really make me use my brain.
Okay, I'll dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah, I need help here now.
He's an edge rusher.
Oh, from Alabama? Turner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what it says here. Now, the Chicago Bears also have the 9th pick.
Chicago has the 9th pick. Do they trade away?
No.
You got me here now. I need a position now.
Wide receiver. I mean, it's the only other known one that hasn't been talked about yet.
I don't know his name. I only know the big 3.
Okay, he went to Washington.
Oh. Undunze?
Yes.
No way he drops that much.
That's what it says here. Now,
this guy's just
the Jets have the 10th pick.
Oh, easy. I know who it is.
Who?
Brock Bowers.
Nope. Nope. It's another wide receiver. Quarterback.
A wide receiver? Okay, this guy's on something. This guy is definitely on something.
I don't know. On something, to be fair. So, wide receiver out of LSU, not Neighbors.
Dude, this is so dumb. I don't know. Dude.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Who? No, you pick up a block bat. Oh, what? Okay, no, I'm done. All right, we're ending. No,
we're gonna keep going. This is the Minnesota Vikings pick.
Dude, I don't know.
Quarterback.
What?
Quarterback.
The Notre Dame guy?
No, Michigan.
J.J. McCarthy?
Yes. We gotta speed this up. Broncos. Quarterback.
Dude, I don't know.
Just think a little bit. Quarterback.
Michael Penix?
North Carolina.
Drake May?
Yes.
Okay. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane.
The Raiders. Tight end, Georgia.
Who? Say it again?
Tight end, Georgia.
Oh, Brock Bowers. Okay, yes. Brock
Offensive tackle, Washington. For the
I don't know.
Pick. I don't know. Troy Fautanu.
Oh, okay.
The Colts, wide receiver, Texas. Used to play for Georgia.
Did Xavier Worthy play for
No, the other one.
I don't know the other one.
Adonai Mitchell.
Okay, good for him. I don't know this. I don't know, bro.
Okay, the 16th pick, edge rusher, Florida State.
Dude, Eric, let
me just go to the Steelers.
Go to like 30. Oh yeah, go to the Steelers because I don't know at this point anymore.
Oregon center for the Steelers pick.
You got a center. You stupid. You
got a center. We got rid of Mason Cole.
I don't know. What is Bo? What? I don't know.
Jackson Powers Johnson.
Jackson Powers? What a fire name for a center. I like John Michael Schmidt.
Okay,
that's a way better name.
Let's just do like the final 3 pick. No, we'll call it. No.
Okay.
The Chiefs with the final pick in the first round.
Xavier Worthy.
No. He goes to the Bills at 28.
I don't know that.
Wide receiver, Georgia.
Dude, you think I know all the wide receivers from Georgia?
Come on, he's the only one we know, dude.
I don't know any white bro on Ohio.
Brad McConkey.
Whatever, Georgia. Okay, I don't know bro.
You don't know, bro.
I don't know, bro.
It shows Penix not going in the first round here.
Well, this guy's just stupid. Alright, well, this guy's just bad.
Alright, guys.
Hey, he's entitled to his First Amendment right, the freedom of speech.
Alright, guys, we hope you enjoyed episode 6.
Go Yankees!
Go Yankees! Damn right.
Tuesday!
Special teams, special players.
Tuesday!
Okay, that was cringe. I'm never doing that again. But we hope you enjoyed episode 6 of Beyond the Scoreboard with Eric
and Blake.
Take care.